Ugh, there is nothing worse, right? Your washer's full of gross, soapy water, it won't stop beeping, and it's flashing some cryptic code at you. It is so frustrating. But hey, hold on before you pick up the phone to call a repair person. We're going to walk through exactly how you can fix this yourself. Let's dive in.
So, is your washer flashing an F5 or maybe an E5? Yep, you are in exactly the right spot. This is probably one of the most common issues out there, and the best part is, you can almost for sure fix this on your own.
So, what in the world does F5 or E5 actually mean? Well, it's pretty simple, really. It's just a drain timeout. Think of it like this. The washer's little computer brain told it, hey, drain the water. Then it waited, about 5 to 8 minutes and realized, whoa, the water's still here. That's it. It just means it's not draining right.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to quickly talk about what this error is, then do the easiest checks first. After that, I'll show you the one key question that's going to tell us if we have a mechanical clog or an electrical issue. And from there, we'll nail down the exact fix.
So just to be super clear, the problem here is almost always just a simple drainage failure. The water level sensor is basically screaming at the control board, hey, I'm still underwater down here. And the board just throws its hands up and gives you that error code. So, our job? Figure out why that water isn't going anywhere.
All right, let's start with the easy stuff first. Before you even think about grabbing a tool, there are a few things we can check that literally require nothing and might solve this whole mess in like the next minute.
And check this out. This should make you feel a whole lot better. More than 85% of the time, this F5 or E5 error is caused by something really simple, like a blockage or a bad drain pump. This is absolutely a DIY job. You've got this. So let's do it. Okay, 3 really simple steps. First up, the classic, have you tried turning it off and on again? Seriously, unplug the washer, walk away for 2 full minutes. Let that control board completely reset. Second, pull the machine out a bit and look at that drain hose. Is it all bent and kinked up? Also, and this is a big one, make sure it's not shoved way down into the wall pipe. Anything more than, say, 8 inches can cause problems. And finally, check the wall drain itself. Pull the hose out, grab a bucket of water, and pour it down that pipe. If the water comes back up at you, well, the problem isn't your washer, it's your plumbing.
All right, so if none of that easy stuff worked, don't worry. We've now reached the most important part of this whole thing. This is the big fork in the road. We're about to ask the machine one single question that's going to tell us exactly where to look next.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. Go to your washer, make sure the lid is closed, and set it to a drain and spin cycle. Then hit start. Now, get down close to it and just listen. Shh. The sound it makes, or maybe the sound it doesn't make, is everything right now.
This is it. This is the big question. When that cycle tries to start, do you hear a little hum, a buzz? It might be kind of quiet, but it's a distinct sound coming from the bottom of the machine. It's a simple yes or no. Are you hearing that hum?
And just like that, we know which path to take. If you heard that hum, the answer is yes. That tells us the pump is getting power, but something is physically stuck inside it. That's a mechanical problem. But if you heard nothing, just silence, the answer is no. That means the pump isn't even getting the command to start. That's an electrical problem. See? That one sound just told us everything we need to know. Okay, let's head down path 1, because honestly, this is the most common one. You heard a hum, which means we're going on a treasure hunt for whatever's jamming up that pump.
First things first, and I cannot stress this enough, unplug the washer. Seriously, safety first, always. Okay, now you need to get to the pump. It's almost always behind that lower front panel. Might be a couple of screws, might just pop off. Now get ready because there will be water, I promise you. Get a shallow pan, get some towels, and slide them underneath before you do anything else. Once you're ready, you can start taking the hoses off the pump.
So what are we looking for? Well, here are the usual suspects on our most wanted list. We're talking coins, toddler socks that made a great escape, hair ties, the dreaded underwire from a bra, oh yeah, buttons, or just a giant, gross glob of lint. Just get your fingers in there and see what you can pull out.
Okay, once you've pulled out whatever was in there, do one last little check. Reach inside the pump itself and feel for a little fan that's called the impeller. Give it a flick with your finger. It should spin nice and freely. If it feels stiff, or if it grinds, or feels all wobbly, well, that means the pump itself is broken and you're going to need a new one.
All right, but what if you were in the other camp? What if you heard absolutely nothing? No hum, no buzz, just silence. Well, welcome to path 2, the electrical issue. Now we got to figure out why the pump isn't getting any juice.
Okay, I need to put a big flashing warning sign here. This next test involves live voltage. We're talking about 120 volts. If you are not 100% comfortable and confident using a multimeter and you don't know electrical safety, please do not do this. It is absolutely not worth the risk. Call a pro.
If you know what you're doing and you're ready to proceed, here's the plan. First, with the machine unplugged, get access to the pump, just like we did before. Leave the wires plugged into it. Now, go ahead and plug the washer back in. Start a drain and spin cycle, and then, very, very carefully, touch your multimeter probes to the two little metal contacts on the pump's connector. You should see a reading of around 120 volts AC.
So, what does that number on your meter mean? It's simple. If you see 120 volts, but the pump is silent, that's your answer. The power is getting to the pump, but the pump itself is dead. You need a new one. But if you see 0 volts, that means the pump isn't the problem at all. The electricity isn't even making it there. The problem is somewhere else. Could be the control board, the lid lock, or the wiring.
Okay, let's bring it all together now. We've explored both possible paths, so let's put the whole puzzle together and figure out how to solve this F5 E5 error once and for all.
This little chart here is basically our whole troubleshooting guide in a nutshell. It all boils down to that one simple question we ask at the beginning. Do you hear a hum? If the answer was yes, you just follow that first column. You had a mechanical blockage. If the answer was no, you followed the second column, and you were chasing an electrical problem. See? It's a perfect little roadmap. So, if it turns out you do need a new pump, don't sweat it. Finding the right part is super easy. Just look for the model number sticker on your washer. It's usually on a sticker right inside the door, or maybe on the back. Just type that model number into a search engine, followed by the words drain pump. You'll find it right away. It's a really common part.
And that is pretty much it. Think about it. You didn't just guess, you actually listened to the machine, you diagnosed the problem, you figured out the exact cause, and now you know exactly how to fix it. You just learned a new skill. You totally did it.
So I'm going to leave you with one final, crucial piece of advice. This is wisdom passed down from literally everyone who has ever done this repair. No matter how much you think you've drained the water, there is always more. So the most important tools in your toolbox for this job are towels. And then a few more towels.